Yo, what is up, everyone? Hope all's going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jack, Not Egg and Ting off here in ARK. We're picking up here with Classic PvP, and I'm going to be showing you the base today. So, it's been a while since we've just gone around, like, looking at stuff, checking out dinos, things like that. Actually, I don't think we have at all. This is going to be the first pretty much tour of, like, our whole area and things like that. So, we'll just kind of start down here, because this is, like, pretty much the first spot that we had taken on the island. We took this little cave section here, realized it didn't take 6 times damage, so we moved all of our like land dinos into here when we were moving over to this spot, so it was really useful for us at the beginning. Now we've moved our breeders in. We've got our RGs, Terras, a couple other random things like trikes and allos and stuff like that. I think theories are down here too. We still need to move in all of our stuff, but this is what we're using for breeding right now. Just kind of try to make as much room in here as possible, but it could definitely be better. People are still raising Terras down here, it looks like, but this was basically our beginning breeding area, so people still use it here and there, but not really, since we've got the upper one now in the waterfall. So we've got these two areas kind of blocked off going both directions here for dino storage. It was more useful when we had, you know, only our only dinos down here. It was more beneficial to have turret towers guarding them. Right now, I don't know what we're going to do with this area. We'll probably expand it out through the caves and kind of use it as more dino storage. That's the nice thing about the center floating island, is it's got a lot of weird spots to like store dinos and things like that. And since Classic doesn't have, you know, cryopods or anything like transmitters or anything like that, you need to store dinos everywhere, or teleporters, I guess. But that is one of the big things with, you know, Classic PvPs. You don't have tech. I like have seen a ton of people asking, like, in the videos like previous to this, like, why don't we have like tech turrets and where are the gigas and like stuff like that. Classic PvP doesn't have gigas, quetzals, racers, so that's why you see brontos and things like that, and the meta is totally different, so it's really interesting. We've got turret towers pushed all the way down here. One started down at the bottom. We could definitely use better turret coverage this way, but you know, we've got this main turret tower guarding our good stuff. Everything down here is really our, it shouldn't be important, because this is like the easiest part of the base to raid, considering it's not high up like everything else. But you know, that's where griefers would go first. At least we know that. So out here we've got all of our crafting, like more dino storage for stuff we don't care about. The ramp, I like to call this the ramp to Mordor. It looks like the Lord of the Rings thing. And you know, it's functional. It works perfectly. Get your stuff up top, and it's not like a ramp sticking all the way out the side. This is another area that we've got a little bit more work to put into. It looks like we still need a bunch of spam here too. We've been just trying to get gates around like this whole upper part so that we can get like aggressive allos, things like that up here. We're working on this, but we'll push more turret towers out here as we go. We're trying to spam the entire top part of this island first. So at this point, this is actually 3 weeks in. I actually looked up the footage, so we started literally like 3 weeks before this. So it hasn't been that long actually, and we haven't been able to just relax on these servers. I saw in the last video people were asking, because I said server transfer hadn't opened yet, so people were like, how is that possible, because you have wyverns and golems and stuff like that. How it works on Classic is it started with one of each map type. So rag, like, you know, I can't even think of rag, scorched, center, and the island. It started with one of each of those. They were all combined together. That's why we're here with other tribes, and you'll still see people like griefing us even though we conquered this server. There's nobody else living here, but they're coming from the other 3 servers on this map, or maps on this cluster, if that makes sense. So we definitely need to fortify more when the whole 100 servers open up, which is going to be in like a few weeks or something like that. So we need to fortify very quickly. Anyway, this is our waterfall dino pen. We definitely need to go higher with this. The initial plan was to go 2 BE gates up, but I just didn't have the resources at the time to do it. So eventually we will get this too high so that we can actually, you know, fit everything in it. It's only 1 floor for wyvern storage right now, and I need a lot more than that. So over here we just got some stuff shoved back here that we can't be bothered to like take care of. Somebody could probably see spinning back of here, but we just have to hope that people don't have the stuff to do that quite at this point. Once that base gets bigger in the front, we'll be able to definitely. Got this guy in turret mode. He's guarding it back here. Should probably, when you ride it, it kind of ruins it. Alright, you can chill here, dude. You're not even on... Okay. I don't think he's going to do anything to anybody that comes back here. Maybe we should get some turrets in the back. But anyway, this is just a work in progress. We just actually got this dyno pen built a couple days ago, so we're working on it. Brontos are okay. I mean, we've got... I don't know if these were the good ones or not. But we've got some pretty decent 19.1K Brontos now at this point. A little bit of an upgrade from what we had before. We've got our very ghetto greenhouse. This could use some TLC, I'm gonna be honest. But it works. I guess you can't shoot greenhouse glass anymore, so the spikes on top aren't a thing. I didn't know that actually until people started posting that. You used to be able to shoot the greenhouse glass. That's why you put spikes on top of it. But I guess you can't anymore. So that's cool. It's just full of fertilizer. We're gonna get ready for a new greenhouse, but this will work for now. It covers like the basics. So in here we've got our new breeding area. Actually really like the spot. I don't like having to build on pillars, but you know, you gotta build it kind of goofy in this area. It looks flush though. So we've got stuff raising up in here. I want to make this like more room in here. Let me actually feed my stuff here. While we're here, I've got a Bronto. Micro apples. Alright, and then we've got AC under that. I want to put those under the floor. I need to redo this. Like I said, I didn't like it when I initially did it either. We've got some wyvern storage up here. We could probably put a couple more in here. But that was that insanely cool one that one of the guys got. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll go over to the main base. So that's pretty much everything down here. And I'd have to say most of, like, anything that's not on one of these pillars is pretty much an easy raid, an offline raid. Fortunately, we have people on around the clock, so it's not really an offline thing, more of we just have to make sure we have people on at all times and we'll be fine over here. It's like really difficult to get a golem and Bronto over here unless you walk it up from the bottom, so we're kind of fortunate with that. Now this is the ramp. I'm going to show you it because it's amazing and people were hating on it, saying that it was ugly, but I don't care. It's not ugly. It works perfectly. So you can walk your Brontos up here, golems, all that fun stuff. Got an elevator to take them to the top. I really wanted to do it halfway because, and like if I wanted to do an elevator all the way up, I would have had to go like really far out to do it. It would have been, you know, it would have been looking ugly, like one of those ramps that sticks. Oh god, that sticks all the way out the side. And dang, that's a cool baryonyx. Where'd that come from? And like, I don't know, I didn't want to do that. So we did our own thing. Looks nice. I like it. Now, main base, I threw another turret tower out the front here. I want to get more turrets up here, but not really a priority. This is pretty safe up here, let's be real. Like, there are no Quetzals or anything like that. Sky limit is right here, if you guys didn't know. Let me line this up so you can see. But sky limit is right here. Like, there's no flying. There's no turtle dropping this base. Like, I saw people also commenting, like, people are just going to stego or turtle drop or whatever. First off, I don't think stego dropping is a thing anymore. And turtles definitely are, but when you can't fly above the base, you can't drop them on it. So, I really like this spot. That's why I chose it. This is the tallest pillar up here that you can actually build a decent base on. If you want to build, like, on the top of the waterfall, you just can't. Like, you can't. It's too close to the sky limit. So we've got a couple levels here. We've got our BPs there, fridges for, you know, basic stuff, griffin and flyer storage. The big thing of like living up on top of a pillar is you need a lot of storage for flyers because you need to be able to get up and down. Like if we're in a raid or something, people have to be able to get up and down from the base. And so this is the main. Pretty safe for everything. That's why, like, if we keep our dino lines up here and stuff, even if we get anything raided down below, it's pretty alright. We've got all of our loot up top. They'd have to build a ramp up, which would be a lot of fun, I'm sure. But yeah, these are the two main pillars of our base. Everything is going to go down below up to this point, dino storage and all that stuff. So I just wanted to give you a good overview of where we're at. I know you see it in bits and pieces when we're building the base, but never really all at once. So I hope you like the base. It's really cool that we can actually build on, you know, new areas and not, you know, not be against the meta or anything because of Classic. But anyway, that's where we're going to stop for today. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up for me and or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and of course, we'll catch you next time.